Do not try to exit the train. We are now leaving Nairobi Station. As we're leaving Nairobi Station, I want everybody put their hands high in the air and wave goodbye to our hard-working station master, Imani. Say goodbye, Imani! Alright, that put a smile on her face. Now, as we are leaving Nairobi Station, if you look over to your right-hand side, you'll see the African penguin exhibit. Now, the African penguins are a lot different from their Antarctic brethren because of the fact they love hot weather. They actually are used to a very tropical climate, which makes Florida's weather just perfect for them. They're very playful if you go over there. Sometimes they'll even chase you as you walk back and forth next to their tank. Over here on our left and right hand side is the green and yellow roller coaster known as Cheetah Hunt. Now, Cheetah Hunt is a launch coaster, which means it goes 0 to 60 in about 2.5 seconds. Or as we like to say, 0 to cheetah. You also go from the lowest point of the ride to the highest point of the ride in just about that same amount of time. Now, despite the fact that you can pick up speeds, it's actually run completely by electromagnets. That's right. It's one of the few roller coasters here that are powered magnetically. Now, over on our left-hand side, through the brush, is the edge of Africa. That's where you'll see our lions, hyenas, Nile crocodile, and 225,000-gallon tank. That's home to our hippos. If you want to take a walk on the wild side, make sure you take a stroll through the edge of Africa. Over on our right-hand side, you'll see that large white building known as the Serengeti Overlook. Now, the Serengeti Overlook is a place where you can grab a bite to eat and something to drink and enjoy it while looking out over the Serengeti Plains, where you'll see all the animals that call the gardens home. Hence the name, the Serengeti Overlook. Now, as we pass by the Serengeti Overlook, we are going by the magenta and aquacolor roller coaster known as Cobra's First. Now, if the color scheme isn't enough, there is that giant snake god in the middle of the roller coaster that just lets you know where Cobra's First is. Now, Cobra's First is a family roller coaster, so it does not go upside down. But on the first part, you'll go forward, on the second part, backward, and on the third part, you'll be released into a full 360-degree free spin. You won't know which way you're going at that point. So the only question is, do you have the guts to come face to face with the giant snake out of Egypt? Now, for a more adult roller coaster, we have the cream-colored and blue roller coaster known as Montu. Now, Montu is an inverted roller coaster, which means the track is over your head instead of underneath you, leaving your feet free to dangle in the air. On this roller coaster, you'll be taken up 153 feet up in the air and drop down at speeds of 65 miles an hour through twists and turns, going both above and underground. And it has a total of 7 inversions, which means you'll go upside down 7 times. It is rated one of the top 10 roller coasters of the Southeast and has remained on that list several years running. Now, as we pass by Montu, we are entering into the Serengeti Belt, where animals are free to roam. Because animals do sometimes choose to roam onto the track, we are asking that everybody please remain seated while we're on the Serengeti Belt. Once again, everyone must remain seated while on the Serengeti Belt. If you do want to take pictures, that's fine, but please do so from a seated position. Now, as we first enter into the Serengeti Belt, if you look over on our left-hand side, in between those two hills, you'll see some of our reticulated giraffes. Now the reticulated giraffes stand about 16 feet for the female and 18 feet for the male. They do everything standing up, including eating, sleeping, and even giving birth. So the first experience of a newborn baby giraffe is about a 6-foot drop to the ground. Welcome to the world, baby giraffe. Alright, over there you'll see that animal with the black and white stripes, but they aren't actually black and white. They're actually brown and white. That is known as the Grevy zebra. That's right, the Grevy zebra stripes are actually brown and white. Now you'll notice they also have a completely white stomach. That's because the stripes only go about to their shoulder length. Now the Grevy zebra is the largest zebra of the zebra family. That's right, they are the largest. Now you may also see some large thin animals with horns over here on your left-hand side coming up. Those are known as the eland antelope. The eland antelope stand about they weigh about 1,500 to 2,000 pounds, and they are the largest of the antelope species. There's a large tan ones with horns that you'll see right over here. There's some small tan ones over here that are kind of blocking them. Those are known as the impala, made by Chevy. Okay, the small tan animals are the impala. The large tan ones a little further back are the eland. At this portion of the track, I do want to warn people to look out for a gray and white bird with a red head, known as a marabou stork. At this time, I do want to remind everybody to please make sure that they keep track of all of their valuables. Make sure you don't drop anything off the track. Marabou storks are known to eat just about anything, and I do mean anything. So if you drop something off the side of the track, you will get it back, but not in this condition. Once again, at this part of the track, if you do drop something, you will get it back, but it won't be in this condition. Right over on the left-hand side, we have grass. That's right, that's that green stuff that stretches as far out as you can see, grass. Seems like a lot of the animals are a little further away from us right now. As we're coming around this corner, over on the right-hand side, you'll see some tan animals with a black racing stripe and a square white pattern on their rear end. Those are known as the Grant. Those are known as the Grant gazelles. The Grants move about 35 miles an hour. They're a lot different from the Thompsons that you'll see over at Nairobi. The one thing that makes it easier to tell them the difference is because the pattern on their rear ends are different. The Thompsons have a round pattern, whereas these Grants have a square-like pattern. Also coming up on our right-hand side, you'll see a large dark brown animal known as a defossal waterbuck. The defossal waterbucks are one of the most adorable animals here. They actually have heart-shaped noses. If you actually saw one of their faces, they have noses in the shapes of hearts, making them extremely adorable. Now they do usually stay near water to avoid predators, which their predators are usually large cats. For this reason, they usually dive into the water and they're pretty good swimmers. Over here, also on our right-hand side, you'll see those large gray birds known as redneck ostriches. Redneck ostriches move to about 2 to 40 miles an hour, live to be about 40 years old, and that whole thing about sticking their head into the ground to avoid detection of predators is a total myth. They actually prefer a heads-on approach, using those powerful legs. The one thing to remember about one of the redneck ostriches is that you don't man with a redneck. Over on the left-hand side, you'll see that gray and white bird that I was talking about earlier, the one that doesn't just about anything. Right now, he's trying to eat the side of a tree. And over here, up on the top of the hill, is one of the strangest animals, known as a greater kudu. They kind of look like deer, but they are in no way related. These things actually bark like dogs when threatened by predators, and can stand perfectly still, just staring at you for 2 hours. That's right, you can stand perfectly still and just stare at you for 2 hours at a time. As we edge the other side of the tunnel, we are approaching the Congo train station. Now the Congo train station is the closest station to both Tampa and Jangala. Other attractions in the Congo area include the Wampa Bumper bumper cars, Kumba, and of course my personal favorite ride, the Congo River Rapids. Just to let you know, as a professional tip, you usually want to look for the Congo River Rapids near the end of the day, unless you brought a change of clothes. Because on that ride, you will get wet, and more likely, soaked. As we pass by the service road, I want everybody to wave hello to the hard-working people behind the scenes. Say hello to all of the people behind the scenes that make Busch Gardens possible. Now, as we pass by the service road, we are pulling into the Congo train station. As a safety reminder, please remain seated until you hear the announcement that it's safe to exit the train. Please do not try to get up and exit the train prior to hearing the announcement.